That is not true.
You got to show me that in the Bible.
I can't. God didn't make the world and make everything.
Show me how I pulled a verse out of context. Please, give me Isaiah 28:9. To be converted. Now, why would an Israelite need to be converted? Can you explain that to me? To convert back to the law, statutes, commandments that the Most High gave us. No, they're not. If they were blessed, there wouldn't be any conflicts over there. Is it not? Would be peace. There's not peace in Israel right now.
No, it's not peace now.
Exactly. It would have been fulfilled. Now read.
But thou art rich, the synagogue of Satan.
Well, that's the synagogue of Satan over there. That's why there is no peace in the land of Israel. Chief house of the devil. Okay, because the word synagogue means chief house.
Okay, the hand of the
Now
wicked.
it's evident that the Caucasian race has been ruling the earth.
If not, where and who is it?
If the white race ain't the wicked, who the hell is it?
And so with that,
Hey man, death to America,
death
man.
to America.
Death to America. Has great delight in burnt offering and sacrifice, as in obeying the voice of the Lord.
That's right, you should have obeyed. He didn't have to bring the sacrifices. We have plenty of animals to sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? You should have obeyed as opposed to thinking about a sacrifice. Go ahead.
Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice,
That's right, to obey is better than sacrifice, right, Reed?
and to hearken than the fat of rams.
Go ahead.
For rebellion is as the sin of
You hear that?
witchcraft.
Rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. So if you're rebelling against God's words, you might as well be practicing witchcraft.
Go with that harsh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how serious it is, man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And which is well punishable by death.
Yeah, the law of God says suffer not of which to live, man. You see what I'm saying? You know somebody's practicing witchcraft, they off with their head, man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry.
That's right, and that's what's wrong with our people. They're stubborn as hell, ain't they? But it's as iniquity and idolatry, man. Right? Because that's all our people. They stubborn as hell, man. And that's why our people are living wicked as hell, man. For their damn stubbornness and hard-headedness, man. All right? Go ahead.
It says, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord,
Because thou rejected the word of God.
he hath also rejected thee from being king.
So when you reject the word of the Lord, he rejects your ass, man. You see what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of our people are in this condition that we're in, because they're rejecting the word of God, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of the Lord in thy words.
So two verses earlier, he said, I did everything the Lord told me to do. Now he's saying, well, I
Came
have
back
sinned.
with the king.
You see that?
Dang.
Go ahead.
Because I feared the people and obeyed their voice.
I hear the people. So everybody was like, hey, look, man. Hey, just let's not do all of it. Let's just bring him back. Let's bring some cattle back, right? But see, that's why the scriptures say, follow not a multitude to do evil. Because your niggas that's don't give a damn about the Bible, they'll all be like, hey man, come on man, let's all go get high, let's all go do this, let's go run a train on this bro. Niggas will get you to do it and it sounds good, so you be like, all right, everybody else is doing it, I might as well do it. That's another thing that's wrong with our people, peer pressure. We always giving in to peer pressure, and that's what just happened to Saul right here. He gave in to peer pressure, man.
Because he still had the spirit on him, and he probably didn't even want to just do that.
Exactly, but he just did it just to do it, and because of that, the Lord took the spirit from him. You see what I'm saying? So you can't be following into peer pressure. The Lord will reject your ass behind it. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's easier to say, man. Follow
Be
not a
lukewarm.
multitude.
Yeah, come on.
It says, so like it says, now therefore I pray thee, pardon my sin and turn again with me, that I may worship the Lord.
See, look, now he's saying, pardon my sin, right, Rick?
And Samuel said unto Saul, I will not return with thee, for thou hast rejected the word of the Lord.
That's right. Samuel said, man, I ain't messing with you, man. Right? He said, I will not return with thee. That's the same as the quote today, man, I ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And the Lord hath rejected thee from being king over Israel.
The Lord rejected your ass, period, man. So I ain't finna stand next to you, right? Go ahead.
And as Samuel turned about to go away, he laid hold upon the skirt of his mantle, and it rent. And Samuel said unto him, the Lord hath rent the kingdom of Israel from thee this day.
That's right. The Lord had his garment. The Lord had his garment to get torn off, because he said he basically tearing the kingdom of Israel up out of your hand. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And hath given it to a neighbor of thine that is better than thou.
Which is talking about King David, man. This is how King David got set up, right? Go ahead.
And also the strength of Israel will not lie nor repent, for he is not a man that he should repent.
That's right. The Lord ain't a man to where he should repent, man. You see what I'm saying? We got to repent for things that we do. The Most High don't got to do that. You see what I'm saying? He do whatever the hell he want to do. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Then he said, I have sinned, yet honor me now. I pray thee before the elders of my people and before Israel.
That's right, but he's saying, look, don't let everybody see it. Let everybody still see that I'm the king, right? Go ahead.
It says, and turn again with me, that I may worship the Lord thy God. So Samuel turned again after Saul, and Saul worshiped the Lord. Then said Samuel, bring you hither to me Agag, the king of Amalekite.
Yeah, so bring that white boy over here, right? Go ahead.
And Agag came unto him delicately, and Agag said, surely the bitterness of death is
You see
past.
that? You hear him? Surely the bit. So here go Agag trying to slither in like the snake that he is, man. You see what I'm saying? Surely, hey, look, man. Hey, you shouldn't be tripping, man. You see what I'm saying? It's all good, right? Go ahead.
There's going to be a dark cloud talking about that. Look like.
It says, and Samuel said, as thy sword hath made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless among women.
That's right. So shall thy mother. So Samuel basically is pronouncing against this, this king, this cracker, right? He's saying, just like you have killed people and left their mother childless, your mother gonna be childless, right? Go ahead.
And Samuel hewed Agag in pieces before the Lord at Gilgal.
Boom. Pull that sword out and hew his ass to pieces, man. That's how serious the work of the Lord is, man.
Is there a conclusion on that? Did they say anything about it after that?
Well, basically, Saul lost his position as the king.
Yeah.
Ended up dying, and David got set up as the king.
Beginning of his decision.
There's a time in the book of Kings when it speaks about they trapped. They basically
trapped them.
They set up all the priests of Baal. They set them into the house of Baal, and they trapped them in there, and they just got to laying into them. It's the same type of thing. When somebody's doing something that's worthy of death, you kill them. When they say thou shalt not kill, really it means thou shalt not murder. Right. Like let's say just a dude walking down the street, he ain't did nothing. Yeah. You just kill him. Now you just murdered him. You see what I'm saying? But if somebody did something like commit adultery or is serving idols and teaching people to serve idols, they're now in a position where they're worthy of death. Homosexual, they're not worthy of death. You see what I'm saying? We ain't gonna put nobody to death at this time because we don't have the power to do that now. You see what I'm saying? You can put somebody to death, your ass going to jail. Man. You know what I'm saying? But hold on real quick. But in that time, that's how it went down.
And he does tell us to follow unless it's going against the Lord, follow the law of the land.
Yeah. Well, because we can't, like I said, we can't.
Because I wouldn't want your words to get misinterpreted.
Exactly.
Right,
you got to follow the law of the land to a degree, because if we don't, we're going to be in jail and we ain't going to be out here teaching like we're supposed to. We got a job. You see what I'm saying? So you got to do the things that are not going to hinder you from keeping your job, man. This is the most important job a nigga can have.
Job chapter 2 verse 1.
Just listen up, right? Go ahead.
Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
Right, the sons of God came to present themselves, right? Go ahead.
And Satan came also among them.
And Satan came also, you see?
Right? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Came also among them to present himself before the Lord.
So, it ain't nothing new, man. It ain't nothing new.
Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Right, so when you go through these cities, the major cities, you see the prophets of the Lord out here sighing and crying for how fucked up our people is, and for how wicked our people are too, for being under this oppression of the white man. The Lord told the death angel, actually this is a death angel, to put a marks on the head, meaning mark them guys, because them are not the ones you're going to put to death, because they've been out here sighing and crying and trying to wake up the 1/3 of our people, of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
And I'm about to say this, that word mark in the Hebrew, it goes back to a word that means desire, man, okay? So when you have that spirit on you to do this work and to do the right thing, you having that desire to seek the kingdom, man. So those that have that desire to really seek the kingdom and please the Most High, you're going to be exempt. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's right. But the rest of the niggas that's out here and they ain't blowing the horn, go ahead.
It says, and to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite.
And smite, meaning smite is synonymous with put him to death. Go ahead.
Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Right, meaning kill until you feel like you're satisfied. Go ahead.
Right. Slay utterly old and young.
Right, so your grandma who go to church every Sunday and thinks she's doing the will of the Lord, she's gonna get killed. She's gonna get threw down the street in her wheelchair. And even your babies that you've been growing up and putting pork in their mouth and having them celebrate holidays, they ass gonna get killed too.
Yeah, because what you gotta understand about the angels too, man. Man, the angels love to please the Lord, man. They love to. Angels is like them active little niggas on the block. They love to put in work, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why he says, smite, just go do your thing, man. Let them angels. A brother like a month ago called me and told me he had a dream, man. He just seen angels just on the block going through project buildings, just killing shit, man. You see what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff. That's why how serious this is, man. You know, people think they're gonna get away with all of this madness they doing, man.
Right.
You know, it's just not gonna happen. But go ahead.
Right. The Lord got weapons and instruments of war, from the angels to
Chariot.
to
Yeah, the chariot.
right to the angels, to their actual vehicles and chariots, to the elect, the men of the Lord, even
The white man, martial law, all that.
right. Even the white man, the Lord said the wicked is his sword. So when the Lord fucks you niggas up in the hood, man, by the hand of the white man, that's just the Lord's sword. All right, go ahead.
Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women.
That's right.
But come not near any man upon whom is a mark, and begin in my sanctuary.
Right, but come not near any man that the Lord has set a mark on us, but now here blowing the trumpet for the people and condemning you other nations. Go ahead.
Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house.
Right, now go to 1 Peter, the 4th chapter, 17 and 18. Because we always say we're going to be fucking Esau up, we're going to be fucking you gooks up, you fucking Africans, you fucking low-level fly, doodle-eating Africans. Right. But we got to start at our own people first, though. All right, from Yahweh Shai to the angels to the elect. Go ahead.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time is coming that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
Right, so the judgment's going to begin with you niggas, you simple-ass niggas, and you spicks, man. Go ahead.
And if it first began at us,
And it first began at us. Go ahead.
what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
So if we up here, the men of the Lord, have to go through certain shit, what are the end going to be to these simple niggas who don't even turn an ear to the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments, man? They try to come back to their heritage. To these niggas who know the truth but don't want to really grasp it and get out here and do the footwork.
Yeah, lukewarm niggas like we was talking about.
Right.
I think.
Niggas straddling the fence. Go ahead. Is that it on that?
No. It says, and if the righteous scarcely be saved,
If the righteous barely make it,
where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
where shall the ungodly and sinner appear? So if we barely make it by our chin hairs, then what the fuck you think you niggas' destiny is gonna be out here?
Right.
You niggas gonna be dying in the street way worse than you are now. This white man is killing a nigga every week in America, statistics say.
That's right.
Hey, and I'll say triple that. That's just what's being reported.
Yeah, like they got real quick. Y'all heard about the Houdini handcuff suicide? You heard about that? You got crackers in 3 different police stations in 3 different states. There was 2 so-called black men in either Northern Kingdom, as far as Uno, right? But basically, they said that these 3 individuals all committed suicide by somehow getting a gun through their search, and while their hands were handcuffed behind their back, somehow shot themselves in the chest. So they're covering a lot of this stuff up. Well, like we were speaking on a couple weeks ago, Lyndon Lacey. Lyndon Lacey, they hung him in the playground in North Carolina. They hung his ass, talking about he committed suicide, but he managed to beat the hell out of himself before that. You see, so a lot of it is covered up. So they, exactly. So they cook the books, they juke the stats, so it doesn't look as bad, just like the unemployment rate. They try to make it look like the unemployment rate is down because you know after 99 weeks you ain't on unemployment no more. You jobless now. Right. You see what I'm saying?
It's just deceitful wordplay.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That just white people use, man.
Because he's the devil, so he's going to deceive you.
Right. And I'll be honest with you. You know, when I was incarcerated, you know, I was learning about the laws. What is that? The civil, not the civil rights. What do they call that they keep on the law?
With the civil
Constitution.
Code? The Constitution.
Yeah, the Constitution, the codes, and all
the
that.
civil code, yeah.
And the Edomite, you know, he was sitting there teaching me shit. He go, "This is what they hide." He was showing me all that. He said, "Man, I'll tell you what, these lawyers and people you see," and he was telling me this.
Yeah, they
he
know
said,
this. Yeah.
He said, "You might as well start." He go, "You guys pretty much might as well start shooting them." He go, because they'll murder you, and they'll cover up these cops
with all paperwork.
They're sweeping under the rug.
Yeah,
like
and
he was telling me that.
They'll cut a deal too with the public defenders or the defense attorneys, they'll cut a deal with them. You know,
You had
give me them, I'll give you them.
They had a cracker, a sheriff, I think. He I want to say he was raping, man. I think he raped some kids, man.
Right.
And they gave him, he cut a deal and got 8 years probation. Didn't do no jail time, 8 years probation. Because he's a sheriff, so he had a stroke in that district. You know what I'm saying? So the white man is a corrupt devil.
What about did anything ever happen to the brother the bitch that hit the brother Sorrel?
No, hell no. Hell no. Definitely that never happened with that.
Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
And all that land is talking about the whole nation of Israel, of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
But the third shall be left therein.
But so 2 parts of our people, 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die. All right, and we pray that it just starts happening now at a mass rate, so we can hurry up and get the fuck out of here. Lord willing, we be them men. Go ahead.
And I will bring the third part through the fire. And
1/3, 144,000, and probably their women and children and those affiliated with them, equaling 1/3 to our nation. All right, gonna bring through the fire, gonna bring through these rough times. All right, and make it up on these chariots and have the first fruits of the kingdom, which any motherfucker who knows they're Israelite should want to live to see their Lord come. First of all, you get to behold the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. See this white man be taken down.
Right.
See the nigga that was laughing at you or the bitch that you used to fuck with laughing at you be put to death.
That's right.
Okay? And then you be the elect in the kingdom that has rule over the whole entire planet Earth. I don't know what's better than that. So that's why we press toward the mark for the prize, man. But go ahead.
And will refine them as silver is refined, and try them as gold is tried.
Right, but we got to go through some shit to get to it. Go ahead.
They shall call on my name, I will hear them. I will say it is my people, and they shall say the Lord is my power.
That's right. And yeah, Isaiah, the 1st chapter, verse 3 to 4. Because even though we tell you simple ass niggas and spicks, you're the people of the Most High, right? You're the chosen people. You're the best nation on the planet Earth. You niggas still don't get it. You want to be, like we were saying earlier, Pan-African niggas. Egyptology. These spicks, they want to be so into their Spanish history, which is just another nation of white people beating the fuck out of you and oppressing you. All right? Go ahead, huh?
Okay, now not to intervene with that. Okay, with the Egyptology things. Now of course we know that niggas is blinded. You know, like my brother, he been up in there since a little kid. You know what I mean? He been incarcerated. So when niggas come with the Egyptology shit and niggas don't really know the word, and there's no excuse or anything. You know what I mean?
Mainly what it is in the penitentiary is pro-black.
Right.
Because they don't know the people of the Bible are actually black. This is the most pro-black book on the planet Earth right here.
So they think in Egypt, they thinking, we come
They're
from that lineage. Niggas
they're just
don't
trying
really
to identify themselves with the black movement.
Right.
Because they incorporate this under the white movement.
It's called surrealism, man.
Right.
Right, they're attaching themselves to something and making it their reality that's not their reality.
Right, because they don't know any better.
Exactly.
Right, and that's what the scripture goes into. All right, niggas, we don't know who we are, so we want to gravitate towards something.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Jake always want to be a part of something.
Right, Jake always want to be a part of something, man. They see some since back in the fucking slavery. What is that? The freedom days, man. You see fucking niggas marching down the block. You come out your house, you march with them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we always are on some type of fad or trends, man. That's why niggas are wearing tight jeans. Niggas are dyeing their hair blonde and purple and all this bullshit. Right. You know the latest lingo. They always want to be a part of something. Go ahead.
And let's challenge.
Right, man. Fucking ice bucket challenge and all that.
Remember they had that big ass little marching shit for Trayvon Martin. Why didn't they have one for Mike Brown? Why didn't they have one for Ezel Ford? Why didn't they have one for Lyndon Lacey?
Right.
If niggas ain't just coming together trying to do something to look cool, to get in paper, look like you doing something on Facebook, they not finna do shit.
They go for all the tribes, right? Because they be the northern tribes, they be marching. They had them in the march.
Yeah, they got their Puerto Rican gay parades.
Yeah.
Where you got a certain segment of spicks that'll come through with all these gay floaties and shit.
They got in New York Memorial Day. That's the West Indian Day parade. So you get every tribe. You getting Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh. It's all out there. You You know what I'm saying? All doing a bunch of wickedness, women being harlots, adultery, homosexuality, all of that's going on out there. If you look at any video of the West Indian Day Parade in New York, you're going to see women being straight whores, being damn lesbians, all of that, man.
You know what I'm saying? All types of debauchery. Go ahead.
Yeah, debauchery, exactly.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner,
The ox knows his owner, which is a stupid ass animal. Go ahead.
and the ass his master's crib.
Which is another stupid ass animal. He knows who his master is. Go ahead.
But Israel doeth not know.
But you niggas and spicks, after we tell you this shit, y'all still don't know. You don't wonder why every nation on the planet tries to emulate our culture. Emulate the way we rock, the shit we do, the things we say. While we dominate the sports world, the entertainment world, everything. Y'all don't have a clue. Go ahead.
My people do not consider.
You don't even consider that you guys are the Israelites. All right? The real Israelites. Not them fake white Jews over there. Not them white brats. Go ahead.
Our sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
Right. Sinful nation laden with iniquity. Meaning you're just caked up in iniquity. Doing the direct opposite of the scriptures. Doing the direct opposite of the laws of the Most High.
Yeah, that's your foundation. You need to lay this foundation, what you lay something upon. That foundation, your foundation is just iniquity.
Right.
Go ahead.
Hey, grounded in iniquity. You gonna try to tell a nigga something, man, that's laid in iniquity, he gonna look at you crazy. He gonna condemn you. He gonna condemn you for knowing the truth. He gonna condemn you for knowing the real wisdom and knowledge of the Bible. He gonna tell you, hell no, I'm not an Israelite. I'm a lowly African. Well, you know what? The Lord destroyed the Africans, and He gonna destroy them again.
Right.
And they're cursed, man.
Yeah.
All the people over there on that continent, as far as the Africans, the so-called Africans go, them Hamites, they're cursed, man. That's why you guys is over there getting shot up with Ebola by these white people. Go ahead.
A seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, that they have forsaken the Lord, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel into anger.
That's right. You forsaken the Lord. There's no way in hell you're coming back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Most of you niggas is spicks, man. There ain't no way in hell you're reserved for death. Get what we just went into, Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, verse 18 and 19. Because this is all we doing. Even the scriptures talk about the foolishness of preaching. You can talk shit, oh, we wear garments, or you guys look like bums, or you guys don't have a crowd of people. Man, we'll prophesy to the air.
That's right.
All right? So we just out here to wash our hands so you niggas and you spicks can't say, oh, I didn't know. Nobody came and told us. Nobody warned us what was going to happen. Scriptures say everybody going to be warned before the Lord comes. But go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Right, a watchman. Meaning out here to tell you people what's going on, the current events, the prophecies of the Bible, all right, important topics of the Bible, your nationality, your heritage, your law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning for me.
And who's the Lord's mouth? The prophets are. The teachers, the ministers, the apostles. Go ahead.
Get that real quick. Always like poke that out, man.
Because you people are too sinful to hear from the actual Most High God.
You know, people are scared, man. Just like in the ancient days, they say, hey, Moses, tell God to come down here. They hear the damn mountain started erupting, man, smoke. And that's where you get the 10 Commandments from, because they gave them the 10 Commandments right there and said, you know what, Moses, you go, I'm afraid, man. That's the king of terrors you talking about, man. You know? Al-Shajah, as they call him, you know?
Jeremiah chapter 15 verse 19. Therefore thus saith the Lord, if thou return, then will I bring thee again, and thou shalt stand before me. And if thou take forth the precious from the vial, thou shalt be as my mouth.
Right, so we're going to be as the Lord's mouth, which the prophets of old were and the ancients and the prophets today are as well. All right?
Back in Ezekiel 3 and 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
Right, when we tell you your ass is surely going to be put to death, unless you repent, come back to your nationality, man, and follow the law, statutes, and commandments to your best abilities. And not only that, get out here and push this truth.
That's right.
All right? Get out here on the streets. Do your video. All right? Spread the knowledge on. Condemn these heathens. It's all a part of this. Go ahead.
And thou givest him not warning,
If you don't give him a warning, go ahead.
nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
Right, so your blood's gonna be on our hands if we don't come out here and condemn you niggas and curse you guys the fuck out. And show you guys who we are in the Bible. Go ahead.
Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness,
But if
nor
you
from
do-
his wicked way,
But if you do warn the wicked and he still don't repent, what's gonna happen?
he shall die in his
He's
iniquity,
still gonna die,
but thou hast delivered thy soul.
but we got the blood off of our hands, man. All right? And let me get Exodus chapter 32, verse 9 and 10.
Exodus chapter 32, verse 9.
Because 2/3 of our people, man, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, we can't press this issue enough, man. We get on the so-called white man all day, every day. That's a given. He's gonna be exterminated. But you guys are gonna be slaughtered, man. Our own people are gonna be slaughtered. And the Lord wanted to destroy our whole nation and make Moses a whole new Israel. Because that's how wicked our people were back then, and they still are today. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 32, verse 9. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
Stiff-necked people, man. You could show them the Lord, even how the Lord said the parable of Lazarus in the bosom of Abraham, when the rich dude said, go and he was in Abraham's bosom. He said, please let me go back and tell my family that this is real. But the Lord said, man, if they done seen the prophets, they done seen me, they still ain't gonna believe it. If they seen a big black man coming down in heaven, 2/3 of you niggas still ain't gonna believe it's true.
That's right.
That's why your only position is to play the part in these missiles, man.
That's right.
To eat a whole ICBM missile. 200 some odd million missiles coming over here to plaster this bitch Babylon.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them.
Right, this is the Lord saying, don't even intercede for these guys no more. Let me just do what I want to do. Go ahead.
And that I may consume them.
That I may consume, that I may destroy the whole nation of Israel. This is the Most High. Go ahead.
And I will make of thee a great nation.
And make you a whole new great nation. All right?
That's right.
Now let me get Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20 to 22. Because y'all gonna laugh now and cry later, man. You drive by scoffing, you walk by scoffing. All right? You smoking your blunts, you fucking your homeboy's girl.
All behind his, smiling in his face, all behind his back, you digging this woman out, or you planning on it.
Hey, you carving pumpkins with your family.
Hey, you got guys that's in the truth that's carving jack-o'-lanterns on Halloween, man. How damn stupid are you, man?
Hey, and if they don't repent, man.
The Lord gonna get that's idolatry, man. You literally grave an image, man.
Right.
What the hell is wrong with
That's
you?
a direct transgression to the Ten Commandments.
If you would have went and had a turkey leg on Thanksgiving, that wouldn't have been as big as a deal as carving a damn pumpkin.
Right.
You know? You would have went trick-or-treating and wouldn't have been as big a deal as carving a pumpkin. What the hell is wrong with you?
They gonna get ready to buy them Christmas trees.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Well, yeah, that's the equivalent of setting up a Christmas tree.
That's an idol, man. It's the same thing. Hey, every year what happens? Niggas eat Christmas trees and their house catches on fire. Every year it's always a couple stories that a Christmas tree that led to a house fire.
Right.
5-alarm apartment fire, man. And it's gonna happen this year just like every year because it's a judgment, man.
That's
Okay?
right. And Lord willing, it starts a big ass wildfire.
Right.
Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. It says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets.
Right. So wisdom is uttering their voice in the streets through the prophets. The bro already brought out that we are the Lord's mouth.
Right.
Yahweh said, he who heareth you heareth me. So wisdom is crying out in the streets, man. Slapping the fuck out of you in the face and you can't even understand it. Go ahead.
It says,
For you niggas to wake up to this truth and to not do nothing with these talents, well, you know what? We ain't stressing about it. There's a lot of guys, man, who know what they need to do and they're not doing it. We're not stressing about it. We're gonna rebuke you, reprove you, exhort you, admonish you, and then guess what? The blood is off our hands.
Right.
So we all got a job to do out here. The Lord's looking for an exceeding great army.
That's right.
All right, and we want to take part in this actual holy war. All right, where the righteous is going to prevail, and not only going to prevail, man, but it's going to be the last. It's going to be the last time any of you nations come into power when we take you guys down.
That's right.
Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Go ahead.
It says, she cried in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates.
Right, the chief place of concourse, man. Like the bro said, you got apartment buildings, you got parks, events, plazas, you know. You got university right here. You got El Cajon up there, you know. So it's a chief place, so to speak. Our people are walking by. You know, ain't no heathens really out here. But,
ham, you had the two crackers, and outside that, just a little ham and goop sprinkled around, but you know, it's just mostly jam.
Right, but in its totality, we're here to condemn you niggas and spicks and you heathens, man. So that's what we're out here for, to offend you people, to insult you people. Out of love for our own people, all right, but at a sincere condemnation for the rest of you heathens. Go ahead.
What is that, bro? We're, speak to him another time. It says, she cried in the chief place of concourse in the opening of the gates in the city. She uttered her words, saying, how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity?
How long will you simple ass niggas and spicks love simplicity, man? Like the bro brought it out earlier. Y'all ain't trying to wake up to this truth. Y'all trying to suck butt the white man. Y'all trying to be every nationality in the world except for what you are, which is an Israelite.
That's right.
That's right.
All right? Let me get Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. Because niggas ain't gonna understand anyway. This ain't for everybody, man. This ain't for niggas who wanna dilly and dally, sell dope to their own people, you know, kill each other, you know, pray to the Most High that their friend, the so-called white man who they're holding hands with, can make it.
Yeah, or you wicked dudes. I know guys. He found out his baby mom was pregnant again. She got an abortion. He actually jumped in the air and said, "Thank you, God, man." A nigga like that is wicked, man. A nigga like that is an enemy to our people, man.
That's right.
All right. All he's about doing is destroying us, man. Okay. If he's going to destroy, the scriptures say, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good, man?"
Right.
So if you're going to destroy your own child, man, what are you going to do to yourself and the rest of us, man? You know? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried.
Right, so many shall be purified and made white after they've been tried. Made white meaning what? Made holy, refined, glorified bodies. All right? Go ahead.
But the wicked shall do wickedly.
But the wicked are going to continue to do wickedly. Go ahead.
And none of the wicked shall understand.
So you niggas ain't going to understand, man. You Egyptology niggas. All right?
That's right.
You non-messianic niggas, you niggas ain't going to understand, man.
Niggas in the Christian church.
You niggas in Christianity, you ain't going to understand.
You the last thing that's going to understand, man.
All you going to understand is celebrating Christmas, man. Celebrating Christmas, all right? Being unclean, being a simple-ass dude, walking by the prophet scoffing, and last but not least, dying in the martial law.
That's right.
Dying in the famine, all right? Dying in the race riots.
Come.
And if you get past all of those, then you're going to die in the missiles. If the angels don't kill you, if one of the elect don't kill you, you're going to die in the missile.
Right.
All right? That's going to be beautiful. You're going to try to outrun that missile. It's going to be beautiful to see Usain Bolt try to outrun the missile. You know, it's like, oh, he missed that one. Oh, shit, he got hit. He got hit. Where'd he go? All right, go ahead.
It says, but the wise shall understand.
But the wise shall understand. So if you want to be a wise man, which I always talk shit to some of my old so-called homies, you know, they talk shit about me being in this truth. You know what I do? I break them all the way down. Because don't nobody whether in the world or not, want to look like a fucking dummy. So niggas talk, one of my old homies was talking shit, oh, we don't believe in that Muslim shit. I said, shit, you niggas want to talk so much shit. You know, we're in front of all these niggas in the world and shit. But like I said, nobody wants to look like a dummy. I know the nigga, what does the word month mean? Where did America come from? All right? Breaking niggas down on some simple mathematics and some simple knowledge.
He can't tell you that, man.
Looking stupid as fuck now. Oh, what part of your brain do you use? What part of your brain do you use?
You said
how
what
many
is the word
continents
mean?
are on the planet?
No, I got it.
Just simple practicality. All right, these niggas don't even know. Well, the niggas talking shit. The Lord said we're gonna be able to confound these guys, and we know through the scriptures and the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Shai, we're gonna be able to convince the gainsayers, man.
Let me read this precept for you. This is about month. This is Sirach 43, starting at 6. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of time.
For a declaration of time. So if you didn't have a watch or a calendar, you'd be able to tell by the moon what day it is. All right? What part of the month it is. If it's the Sabbath or not. All right? Go ahead.
Go by the moon. And a sign of the world. Verse 7.
And a sign. If you see that blood moon, if you see that lunar eclipse, that solar eclipse, it's a sign. That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 7. From the moon is the sign of feast.
Right, meaning our feast days. All right, the sabbatical days. Go ahead.
A light that decreaseth in her perfection.
Right, a light at nighttime. Go ahead.
The month is called after her name.
The month is what?
Called after her name.
So you get the word month from the word moon. That's how we know we're keeping the Sabbath properly. All right?
Right. Increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven.
Right. Woo-hoo. So the Lord is dealing with the cosmetics of the heavens, man.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. It's like a big ass time clock. You know, you go inside a time clock like on a movie or somewhere, a cartoon. You see this rotating and this ticking, and it's all going together harmoniously.
Yeah. How do you think they developed that technology from observing not astrology but astronomy? You know, that's how they developed that technology. Go ahead.
I don't know if y'all remember the movie. They had the Terminator, Sarah Connor Chronicles, the series. That's what the T-888s, they were the robots. They would go through time, and that's how they told what time it is. When they landed, they would look up in the sky. You know?
Right.
Exactly. That's
you know why?
This is why all
the Most High's watch. It is the Most High's watch.
It's the Most High's watch.
Exactly. And this is how you know you got these guys. They call us lunatics because we're following the times after the moon, like our ancestors of old. But they they celebrating the Sabbath Friday to Saturday. You can't show me Friday to Saturday.
Right.
We read Daniel 7:25 when it said the white man changed the time. You don't know what these niggas really believe that Friday to Saturday, as you know it right now, has been the 7 days since the beginning of time. How damn stupid are you? That means you trust the white man. That's all that means. But the Most High gave us a perfect. I did a lesson on it, and the scripture was how the Most High's ways are perfect. All the Most High's ways are perfect. So He gave us a perfect way to always be able to tell the time with the moon, the sun, and the stars. You know, the sun for the hours in the day, and the moon for days and weeks and months. You know. That's how we know, and the stars, for the seasons and whatnot. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
For Sabbath also, right?
Yeah, well, for the moon, for the Sabbath, because okay, if the moon ain't there, it's a Sabbath. Then when the moon is a crescent, when it gets to the crescent, then it's another Sabbath. Then when it's full, Salah. When it's not there, when it's half, when it's full, and then when it's half again, and then you see what I'm saying? Full, like that. That's how you know. Because remember, when we came out of Egypt, we coming out of Egypt in the nighttime, we needed a light, didn't we? That's when, and we came out on the second week of the month, which is when the full moon was. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Dudes don't be thinking about that, and their doctrine is full of shit, man. You know?
And it's perfect, man, when you're holding the Shabbat, you come outside, you see this full moon. You're holding the Shabbat, you come outside, you see a perfect half moon. You're holding the Shabbat, you go outside, you see no moon. So you know we're following the ways of our ancient ancestors.
That's right.
Go ahead, so fuck you niggas talking shit, man.
Right?
Go ahead.
That's right. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish.
My people are foolish, man. So don't get offended when we say you niggas is foolish. And a lot of you niggas in this truth, you're foolish too, because y'all don't know a goddamn thing. Y'all niggas is mockingbirds.
That's right.
You non-Messianic niggas is foolish. You Egyptology niggas, you niggas is foolish.
That's right.
You niggas in the church, you foolish, man.
That's right.
You Al Sharpton ass niggas, y'all niggas is foolish, man. All right, so get mad at our harsh words all you want, but it's the truth, man. All right, we're not speaking smooth things up here. The prophets were austere. Yahweh Shai was austere. The Most High is a man of war. Y'all niggas is feminine, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It says they have not known me.
They have not known me. You hear niggas say, oh, I know God. I know I got a personal relationship with him. Nigga, you don't know the Lord, man. You don't know the Lord. If you knew the Lord, you'll be out here doing the Lord's work. Go ahead.
That's how niggas do it with you know, niggas in the world, man, with just men. Acting like you know it, man. You don't know that nigga, man. Nigga come around, you don't say shit to your ass.
And the scriptures say, he that thinketh he knoweth anything knoweth nothing. So just sit back, man. Let the scholars, all right, of the Lord teach y'all through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's why we're able to confound you rabbis, you pastors, you it don't matter, you monks, Buddhists, Islam,
like,
ever.
I remember when I was first coming in truth, you know, Elder Gabar, he used to always say this, man. When people used to come up, like, man, just shut the hell up, man, and you might learn something, man. You know,
Keep that
hey,
foot.
hey, hey, I shut up and I learned, man, and that's how it happens with all of us, man.